From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
The All Indiana Podcast Network.
This is the News 8 Daily 8.
Now the latest news.
Kylie Conway has all the news you need to know.
And more.
Please stand by.
Now, here's Wish TV's Kylie Conway.
Hi, this is Kylie Conway, and this is the News 8 Daily 8 for Wednesday, April 29th. For starters, this is our first Daily 8 podcast on the brand new All Indiana Podcast Network. Awesome! Each day, I'll be bringing you the big stories of the day, what the weather is looking like, and maybe some fun stuff to boot. We'll keep it snappy, but hopefully in a bit more conversational of a feel. Also launching soon is Charlie Clifford's sports podcast, Who's Got Next? And Wish TV entertainment insider Mackenzie Roth's Behind the 8. Stay tuned for the official launches. And now, for the first ever Daily 8. Today's a little cool, a little rainy. Meteorologist Randy Ellis, you know him, right? Says we'll get some breaks in the rain, but showers will continue until the afternoon. So grab the rain gear if you've got to head out today. Highs in the low 60s. Tomorrow looks great with sunshine and highs in the mid-50s. This morning, we got a grim glimpse into just how much the global pandemic has impacted the economy. The gross domestic product, GDP, release shows the U.S. economy shrank at 4.8% of its annual rate, the worst showing since the Great Recession in 2008. This brings the longest economic growth in our country's history to a screeching halt. GDP measures the U.S. output of goods and services, and many economists say the worst is yet to come. White House Task Force member Dr. Anthony Fauci says any American who needs a COVID-19 test should be able to get one in the coming months. Fauci told CNN the test should be available by the end of May or early June. Earlier this week, the task force said the U.S. could conduct 8 million tests come May. Here in Indiana, Governor Holcomb announced he would be expanding COVID-19 testing to tens of thousands more people. He said it's a step to prepare as we get closer to Friday's end of the current stay-at-home order. If you have symptoms, if you're living with somebody who has tested positive, or if you live in a congregant living situation like an assisted living facility, you qualify for a test. The Indiana State Department of Health and Optum Service Health Services are opening 20 testing sites at Indiana National Guard armories across the state over the next 7 days, 50 total over the next 2 weeks. The sites will collectively test as many as 100,000 people in the first 30 days. You can register soon through an Optum portal launching, or you can call a number. It's a hotline. That number is to be determined. Indianapolis-based Simon Property Group plans to open all of its Indiana malls this Saturday. The company released the plans publicly through its website this morning. The plan includes Castleton Square, Circle Center Mall, College Mall in Bloomington, the Fashion Mall at Keystone, Greenwood Park Mall, Hamilton Town Center, the outlet malls in Edinburgh and Michigan City, Tippecanoe Mall and University Park Mall in Mishawaka. Simon says it will have limited seating in food courts and will work on monitoring the number of people in stores. Play areas and stroller and valet stations closed. Simon points out the reopening plans could change based on stay-at-home orders. And Governor Holcomb says that malls will be part of the new guidance he issues on Friday, which again, the current expiration date of the stay-at-home orders. By the way, the U.S. has now passed 1 million COVID-19 cases. That means the case count has doubled since April 10th. That's all according to Johns Hopkins University. Order by President Trump is having a direct impact on some Indiana workers. Trump has ordered meatpacking plants to stay open during the pandemic. Tyson Foods in Logansport and Indiana Packers in Delphi recently closed because so many workers in those facilities said they were so sick, and testing showed many were COVID-19 positive. Trump says the plants need to stay open to keep groceries stocked with protein. He also says he'll work to provide protections for employers if someone were to sue over this. Finally, have you learned something new during this quarantine period? I haven't. I actually feel like my brain is mushier than ever before. But if you're someone who has had some extra downtime, maybe you've taken advantage of it and learned a new skill. We did some unofficial polling on social media and found that most people worked on their kitchen skills. More than half who responded, actually. New computers came in next, and then knitting or sewing, and finally learning a new language. Experts say this all can be really healthy, too. They say it beats boredom and replicates the productivity that we're used to. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 for Wish TV. I'm Kylie Conway, online at wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook when you search Wish TV.
Check out more podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.
allindianapodcastnetwork.com.